bit of Flash, so I kind of in my spare time there, I learned more and more Flash and had a sequence of jobs, just kind of do it all jobs, or as the designer and the coder.
Yep.
And just
which was
going.
common in those days.
Yeah, it's very common, and you know, just now there's more of a natural separation, and you know, my roots were still design, and I just kind of realized that there's way more amazing coders out there, and I really wanted to tap into that expertise and get them to like push me and not have to worry about the coding and all that as much, and be able to just do the design kind of uninhibited. So.
And I have noticed, as people who have some experience in code, that obviously you do, and obviously you do, if you have some experience in code, you cherish a really good code person.
Yeah.
I mean, you...
Yes. Yes. I love you, Joe.
Like, you defend them and you just cherish them. And I didn't know code. Even, it's funny, I was a design director for Fallon Interactive, which is like 80 people, you know, but I didn't write a line of code. But when I went to New Zealand, I had, you know, a lot of free time. So I remember Friday nights with a bottle of whiskey and a code book and just teaching myself HTML, you know, by myself.
Yeah.
But that experience really made me appreciate smart people.
Yeah. And I think, like, I mean, I think we both knew Flash. Like, I think you knew more of it, you know, even, you know, you still know more of it than I do. But I think we both made a decision, like, you know, well, you know, you really championed that, like, in the last year, where it was like, you know, we just, well, you know, flat CS4,
with Katie and code, all the K sounds.
Yes.
You know, with just like Action Script 4, and it's just it goes really, the technology goes really fast, so it's hard to keep up with it. But at the same time, I feel like we have the basics that we need to know what can be done, and you know, you're continuing to educate yourself on what kind of things are out there and what kind of things can be done, and finding those good code people, and
Yeah, it actually becomes a question of questions. Like, if you have some code knowledge, like we have Steve is probably the best person for code in our studio, and Ross and Lucas are a couple interns that are pretty good at it. Having that acumen just to let you ask the right questions to somebody and save you a lot of time.
Yep.
And usually they'll point to the site that does it better. Like,
Yep.
they'll say, look at that site, this one does really well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think we just really wanted to focus on design too. I mean, I think like ultimately we were both really excited about the problem solution and the aesthetics and how those kind of come together and the client interaction. So it was really just like making the decision to take some of that stuff outside when the budget allows and when we can. And
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I think for a while, you know, we just started to get spread too thin trying to do it all, and like I said a couple times, over the last year, we really just kind of reinvented and rethought about who we want to be and where we want to go with it, and that was part of that decision, was to really just farm it out whenever possible, because there's, you know, so many great people to collaborate with.
So, right now, what kind of work do you think you want to try to attract? I mean, you know, as you're thinking, and you'll probably think about this while you're in warmer climes than this about 24 hours from now. What kind of projects do you want to have? Obviously, you've got skills that go across the range from multinational retailer to boutique one-person companies. What do you want, or is it too hard of a question to categorize it?
No, I mean, it's not too hard of a question to categorize, I don't think, but it does span a range, I would say. Like, we're definitely trying to do more stuff for ourselves.
Yep.
Not only for just personal and mental fulfillment, but also, you know, hopefully
financial gain.
Financial gain down the road. You know, set up more of a structure that we can just always have in place, you know, regardless of the client flow. Client-wise, you know, we've really been getting into some of the arts organizations like that quite a bit. We did our first branding and branding elements for a restaurant this past year.
Oh, sweet.
Blackbird over in Edina.
Oh, God, you guys did that.
Yeah.
I feel remiss. We're big fans of that around the shop.
Cool.
That's really proper work. Cheers.
So,
one microphone bump. No,
yeah.
it's beautiful stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So we really enjoyed that, and we'd like to do more of that. So we're just trying to leverage a lot of that stuff. Anything else that you...
The restauranting stuff is interesting, because it'd be great if you guys would pursue more of it, because it has always surprised me, the landscape of horror that exists in restaurants, and the restaurants that have good design really succeed.
Yeah.
Like the Rick Webb, Joe Duffy relationship that has produced all their good properties. I've done 4 or 5, I think, restaurants, or we've done 4 or 5. I've always wanted to find that one restaurateur that you can have a career with.
Totally.
The guy that opens up restaurants.
Yep. Yeah.
Totally.
Some
Yeah.
restless soul.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think yeah, like I think all in all we really like the small to medium-sized businesses. I mean, we really do enjoy working with them and helping educate them.
Where are we?
we're in the alley now.
Are we gonna get jumped? Like,
Run,
yeah,
Raleigh, run.
yeah. This is like where Raleigh feeds on us, and this is why Raleigh is so big. Is that no one never leaves the carriage. A lot of folks get on, but no one ever really leaves.
Totally. But yeah, but I think it's kind of, I think we're really open. I mean, I like getting into the publishing world a little bit with this new book has been really exciting and interesting, and so that's new. And I think a lot of the illustration stuff has been coming from that too. So that's kind of new, and I'd love to pursue that a bit more and just kind of see where it takes us. So.
Yeah, publishing is another part of the industry where I'm amazed how much craptacular work there is. There's like the chip kids and nobody else. There's like that level of chip kid quality design, and then just landscapes of horse crap. No offense to Raleigh.
Yeah, totally. We also, we kind of spawned off of the stuff and the type of work we did with the Shaun White site, and some stuff I had done previous to that. We've also been doing like kind of on location, working with a photographer, sound designer, and doing some video work, trying to make little documentaries.
Oh, sweet.
So that's been a new endeavor, and kind of starting a side project with some people on that as well. So super excited about that.
Yeah,
We've been really fortunate to work with United Health Group in the
sweet.
last last 6 months. They've been a really fun client to work with.
That's where my wife works.
Really?
She works. She writes copy for United Health Group.
In the marketing department? Or?
What is she in? I think it's actually HR that she in, but it's essentially all marketing. It's all marketing material.
Ask her if she knows Sue Hunter.
Yeah, she might. You know, it's funny. This has changed now because I think their past CEO is kind of crooked as a dog's hind end, and then he had like a better modern art collection at that place than the Walker. Like he had Picassos and stuff and big stuff, but they just hauled a lot of stuff out of there, which is a shame.
Yeah.
I used to go over there just because that dining room they have out there. If you're going like on 169, that 5-star hotel dining room that they have for $5.
Yeah.
I used to go out of my way to go to lunch there, like to meet Molly. Like I'd go 20 miles out of my way just to be there around lunchtime. So hey, thought maybe I'd stop by for lunch.
Oh, that's great.
Big dirtbag maneuver. Just look, it's lunchtime again. Hey, I love you. It's so cool you married me. I like you lots.
Can't talk, eating.
Yeah, because it's like $5 for prime rib, and it's really good. Like it's really good.
Yeah.
Like little known fact, one of the best restaurants in the western suburbs is the United Health Group cafeteria.
I never knew.
Yeah.
I was never invited for lunch.
Oh really? You didn't marry the right person, obviously.